Hello, J.MAK students, and welcome to MAK.STERS by J.MAK. Thank you for being here with us today to learn about the Tschuggen collection with our friend Ryan. For those that don't know me, I'm Meg Crosby, hospitality personality at J.MAK based in Raleigh, North Carolina. You can always reach out to me and our full team by emailing hi, that's hi@jmak.com, for any questions about the Tschuggen collection, Switzerland properties, or any of our partners. Today, after the presentation, we will open the floor for a brief Q&A session, so feel free to put those questions in the chat box or the Q&A, and we'll get to those at the end. And we continue our MAK.STERS webinar session tomorrow with the beautiful Bay Area Gem Cavallo Point, and a lot more coming up in October actually too. So keep an eye out for those. You can see all of our upcoming events by checking out the events page on jmak.com. So thank you for your continued support. And without further ado, I turn it over to you, Ryan, in lovely Switzerland.
Yes. So good morning and good afternoon, everyone. So I'm sharing now my presentation. It's the Tschuggen collection in Switzerland. So we're a privately owned hotel collection with 4 hotels all over Switzerland. And we're actually very well known as the most sustainable hotel group in Switzerland, which we achieved 2 years ago. Just try to jump. So this is actually me. So I'm Ryan Imboden. I'm the director of sales of the whole collection. I also have a colleague. It's Natalia Stammer, actually. It's our sales manager. And we're actually both based in Zurich in the head office. So we would be always your direct contact for requests, information, and so on. Then we jump directly to our hotels. So here you can see the whole Tschuggen collection, the 4 hotels. I would start with the first property in Arosa, the Tschuggen Hotel, where we also have another property, a 4-star hotel in the same destination. So how do you reach Arosa? You would fly into Zurich either by Swiss or by any other international carrier. And then there's a direct train going actually up to Arosa. There's only one change in Chur, and in only 2.5 hours, you're already in Arosa by train. Certainly, you can also do that by car. It's a little bit quicker. It's only 2 hours from Zurich, so very, very close, actually. The Tschuggen Hotel is in Arosa itself. Arosa, beautiful mountain village. You can see it here on the picture. It's in the middle of the Swiss Alps. Our hotel, the Tschuggen Hotel, will be up here a little bit more on the mountain. That's our 5-star property. And then we also have a 4-star property down here, which is called the Valsana. It's quite important to mention that Arosa is more a village type of destination. It's also really nature-based, so you're really up in the mountains, and it's open summer and winter. In wintertime, we're actually the 5th largest ski resort in Switzerland. It's called Arosa Lenzerheide. We have a ski area of 225 kilometers of slopes for all the levels. So no matter if you're a beginner or you're an expert skier, you will always find a slope matching to your abilities. Certainly, we also have lots of non-skiers in the destination. There's tons of activities, which I will show later. The Tschuggen Hotel, so Tschuggen sounds a little bit like chicken, but Tschuggen actually means mountain, and the Tschuggen Hotel is very famous because we even have our own cableway. So we're actually a ski-in, ski-out property. You can literally ski to the door. In the morning, you open the door, you take your skis, you walk 10 meters, and there you are already at the Tschuggen Express, this beautiful cableway, which brings you up to the slopes in 8 minutes. From there, you can continue skiing the whole day in all the area, and afterwards you can ski down to the hotel in the evening to enjoy all the other things. Certainly, you can also use the Tschuggen Express in summertime, and what's also really nice, next to the top station, there's also a very nice restaurant with a sun terrace, so you could also just go up there And in wintertime, you can even sledge down to the hotel, or in summer, you could also bike down to the hotel. Here you can see all the activities we have. So I mentioned Arosa being a little bit more the summer, the adventure destination. So here we have lots of nature activities, which we organize directly from the property ourselves. So it's always one person of the hotel joining you, and you can go with us for e-bike tours. You can go mushroom picking, berry picking. You can learn to play the Alphorn. You don't have to yodel, but you can also learn that. Then we have the squirrel path. You can also go on lake fishing. And what's really special, especially in summer, we have the bear sanctuary. So there's all rescued bears in an enclosure where you can see them. And it's quite a nice, 10-minute walk from the hotel where you can see all the bears. In wintertime, it's more focused on the snow. Certainly, we also have, there's a sunrise skiing and snowboarding in general. You can go ice bathing. You can learn to figure skate with us also. We have a VIP lounge, also torchlight walks, sledging also, or you could also do a mountain farm tour where you even see one of the oldest cheeseries or cheese-making places in Switzerland. The Tschuggen Hotel itself is a 5-star property, 5-star a luxury. So we are actually part of leading hotels of the world. We're also part of Serendipians and Internova. And we are now Green Globe certified since 2019. We have 128 rooms in total. Here you see the main building. It's more chalet style. We have interconnecting rooms. We also have a kids club, so very good for families. The kids club is from 3 years of age until 17 years of age. And here you can see the different buildings. So inside it's really chalet style, but outside it's like a big block. In the back you have the cableway going up to the mountain in only 8 minutes. And then you have here the new building, our newest addition to the hotel, which was just built last December. And there we have our newest rooms, or the largest rooms also. It's called the Mountain Lofts. All of them have a kitchen inside. There are 1, 2, or 3 bedroom suites, quite spacious actually. And all of them actually also have a sauna inside, and you're directly on the slopes. So this is about. For culinary, it's quite nice. We have a wide range of culinary offers. We have 6 different restaurants, so you can book with us a dine-around. It's like a half pension. So we have the 2 Michelin star restaurant La Brezza with Italian cuisine. Then we have the new Grand restaurant, which was completely renovated last year, where we also have fine dining in the evening and the breakfast buffet in the morning. Then we have 2 more casual restaurants, the La Colina for our lunch, and the basement, I would say farm-to-table concept with a nice bowling area also where you can go bowling in the evening. So these are the 4 restaurants on property. On top of that, we also have a small hut up on the mountain, which is also a restaurant. There you can enjoy your fondue, your mulled wine also in wintertime. And last but not least, our sister property, the Valsana, has a plant-based restaurant also. It's called The Twist. So you can actually have dinner every evening in a different restaurant. You just have to book the dine-around option. Next one is our spa. So you might have seen this structure already in the first picture. It's quite an interesting structure. These are the windows. They bring the light down into the mountain. And this one would be the tunnel connecting the first floor of the hotel directly with the mountain. And at the beginning, I told you the Tschuggen Hotel means actually the Mountain Hotel. And the whole spa is completely built into the mountain. So if you go into the mountain inside, you have there 5 different floors of spa, 5,000 square meters. It's about 52,000 square feet of spa, indoor, outdoor pool, fitness center, yoga center, beauty center, treatment center. So it's very, very extensive. also with a new yoga center since last year. So we actually won an award last year as the best combination of ski and spa. Just imagine you're up there on the mountain skiing a little bit down, and then you arrive at the hotel, put your skis in the ski room, you go up to the spa. That's a perfect day. Next one, I would jump now from the Tschuggen Hotel to the Valsana. The Valsana is actually in the same destination. It's also in Arosa. What is the difference here to the Tschuggen Hotel? It's only a 4-star superior. It's also much a smaller property. Here we have only 49 rooms. Nevertheless, the Valsana became very, very famous. It's actually located here directly on the lake of Arosa, and it was only built with wood, stone, and glass. It was really inspired by nature. So we actually say, Valsana, we celebrate nature. On top of that, it became also famous as the most sustainable hotel in whole Switzerland. And one of the reasons is this one. It's an ice battery, easily explained, a big block of ice, which melts down in summertime. So we use this energy to cool the building. In winter, it freezes again, so it expands. And with that, we can actually create energy again and heat up the building. Certainly, we also gather all the warm water, and out of that, we get energy again. So it's quite an interesting concept. If your clients are interested in sustainability, they can do a free tour in the hotel. If they're not interested, no worries at all. They can just spend their holidays as in every hotel too. Here we have the same activities actually as in the Tschuggen Hotel. And what is very important to mention, the rooms are a little bit more modern and sustainable and chic. So here you have a selection of pictures of the rooms. The hotel is also seasonal, so we're mainly open in summer and winter. All of the rooms have very spacious balconies. The big difference here, we're not ski in, ski out, so you would have to go 8 minutes to the ski station by foot, or you can also take the public bus, which takes you to the station in 2 minutes. Here you actually also see the Twist, the restaurant I already mentioned with the Tschuggen also. This is our plant-based restaurant in the Valsana itself. What is really nice for the Valsana, also here you are allowed to book a dine-around option, and then you can have dinner also in all our Tschuggen Grand Hotel restaurants. So this is quite a good option. The Valsana is normally about $150 less than our 5-star hotel. For the spa, also in the Valsana, you have a spa. Certainly, it's a lot smaller than the Tschuggen Grand Hotel. So if you have spa lovers, definitely send them to the 5-star. If you have clients who spend their whole day mainly on the slopes and just want to have a quick swim or a small relaxation or a few treatments, I think the Valsana is still a very good option, a little bit more affordable. In the Valsana, we are currently members of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and right now we're trying to become small luxury hotels also. So this could be also interesting if you have clients booking through Hyatt or Hilton, because then they also can redeem their points in our property. And this is it about Arosa. Now from Arosa, we go to another winter destination, which is actually a little bit more famous. It's actually the Carlton Hotel in St. Moritz. St. Moritz is about 3 hours from Zurich by car or by train. You can also fly by private jet to Samedan, which is about 10 minutes from St. Moritz. The Carlton Hotel actually became very, very famous because it had a big renovation about 10 years ago. And since then, we are actually a suite-only hotel. All our rooms are facing to the lake. We have only 60 rooms, so we're actually the smallest 5-star property in St. Moritz, but one of the most luxurious ones with the view directly to the lake. Why is it so important to look to the lake in St. Moritz? It's a winter destination. You can see it's a little bit more like a ski town. It's quite larger than Arosa. It has also a lot of shopping. You have this all the big brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, and so on. They have their signature shops in St. Moritz. But St. Moritz became so famous because of this lake, which is frozen in wintertime. And when it's frozen, we have these unique events taking place on the frozen lake. So we have the snow polo in January, then we have the white turf, a horse race on the frozen lake. And at the end of February, we even have an old-timer car exhibition on the frozen lake. And you can see it here on the right side. We see all these events directly from our property, from the terrace. And because these events are so prestigious, they also bring a lot of stars, a lot of watch brands, a lot of fashion brands to St. Moritz. And that's actually why it's quite interesting to hear that St. Moritz has more non-skiers than skiing clients in wintertime. So also if you're a non-skier, no worries, you don't have to ski in St. Moritz if you don't want. But if you want, it's actually, again, a very big ski area, which you can use. What is quite interesting here in St. Moritz, there's not many ski and ski out properties. Ours, we bring you with a shuttle directly to the ski station and we pick you up. It's a limousine transfer with a Mercedes bus. And we have a ski shop on property for all the rentals, but we even have also ski shop on the mountain where you could also store your skis and helmets. And then you have an easy walk down with the cableway to the city center. Quite unique is actually that in the Carlton Hotel, we have butler service for all the rooms. We even have this funny guy here, which is our outdoor butler. So what is an outdoor butler? You can let him build a snowman, you can go sledging with him, you can do also all the interesting activities with him, like glacier caves tours, you can go forest bathing, winter canyoning, torchlight hiking, you can even go to an ice sculpture workshop. So there's actually a lot to do. And I think this explains a little bit the difference from our hotel to the other five-star hotel. We're really into this personal service with the butler service also included. The Carlton Hotel itself also is quite famous. We're also part of the leading hotel affiliation. Then we're also part of Virtuoso. We're even part of the community Ultralux. Furthermore, we have actually received the Forbes 5-Star Travel Guide Award 6 times now in a row. So we're actually under the 2 best hotels in Switzerland. What is very unique about it is this year we even have a 111 years celebration. So we have there a special package also. And what is quite interesting, the hotel is only open for a month. So we actually are only open from the 6th December until the 23rd of March. In summertime, we are closed. And during the past 5 years, we have renovated all the rooms. Actually, right now, there's the last floor under renovation right now. And as soon as we open on the 6th of December, all the hotel has been completely renovated. Nevertheless, you can still see that we kept the classical style. So you have the combination of classical tradition and modernity. Furthermore, we actually also have the largest penthouse suite in the whole destination. So it's quite interesting to hear that we're the smallest property in the destination, but have also the largest penthouse. So it's actually the whole top floor with 386 square meters, 5 terraces, 3 bedrooms, a fireplace, an office, and a kitchen inside. General rates for the Carlton Hotel, we're starting at a rate of $1,200. And this one, our penthouse suite, would be starting from $18,000 a night. Culinary, we actually have a 2 Michelin star restaurant. It's called the Davitorio. They're a very famous Italian family. They also have a second restaurant in Bergamo in Italy, where they have 3 Michelin stars. With us in Switzerland, in St. Moritz, they have 2 Michelin stars, and it's actually the best rated restaurant in the whole destination. Furthermore, we have the Grand Restaurant, which has been completely renovated last year. There we have forest cuisine as a setup, and forest cuisine means we use all the local dishes and we create them in a fine dining way. Last but not least, it's also quite funny to see here the fondue pop-up. So we have 3 gondolas outside the hotel where you have the small fondue and then also the mulled wine, certainly also other menus, but all the 3 gondolas are heated, so you can have the dinner directly in the fondue gondola. In the room rate I mentioned, you have 100 Swiss francs voucher per day per person included. So you can use this voucher in the restaurants, or you can also use it directly at the bar for the afternoon tea or at our very beautiful sun terrace with the view to the destination. Last but not least, the Carlton Hotel also has a quite extensive spa on 3 different floors, 1,200 square meters, indoor and outdoor pool. The outdoor pool is heated, so it became our Instagrammable moment on the property. And that's already about St. Moritz. So now I talked a lot about winter time because now we're coming to winter. Nevertheless, we're actually also having a very nice summer property. It's called the Hotel Eden Rock in Ascona. Ascona is located very, very close to Italy. It's located directly on the Lago Maggiore or the Lake Maggiore, which is only 1 hour away from Lake Como by car. You can reach it to fly in to Milan, then you can take a train to Ascona. It takes about 1.5 or 2 hours, and also by car it's about 2 hours from Milano. Then you could also continue your journey up to Zurich. This would be about 3 hours by train. This is the property from outside, 3 big buildings, a huge garden here with 3 different pools. Then we have here our own harbor, our own water sports school, and we are actually the only beach resort in Switzerland, which is quite unique. So Ascona is, maybe you haven't heard about it, is the warmest place in Switzerland. It's located only 200 meters above sea level. So that's why we have the natural palm trees, and you have this typical Italian-speaking town with just 5 minutes walking from it. And certainly you can also swim in the Lake Maggiore. It's a really beautiful lake. It's actually the largest lake in the region and the cleanest one. Also in the Hotel Eden Rock, we have a lot of activities. Here we focus a little bit more on the water sports. So we even have our own boats, the Riva boats, which you can rent, and you can do tours up to 7 hours on the lake. We do honey harvesting, we go kayaking, wakeboarding, water skiing, golfing also. Also here we have an outdoor butler. So that's why I think it's a very nice option to combine the Hotel Eden Rock with Lake Como, because Lake Como is a little bit more sightseeing. Then you could switch over in 1 hour to Switzerland. So you visit 2 different countries, and Ascona is a little bit more the place with lots of activities. So it's a very good combination. Maybe stay 3 nights in Como, 3 nights in Ascona, and you have an amazing combination to suggest to your clients. Here you also see all the memberships. So also here we're part of leading hotels of the world and Virtuoso preferred. And what's quite important for us, we actually have our last day of opening this year in summer is the 30th of September. So soon we're closing down the property. And right now we're investing into the future. The property will be partly closed and completely renovated. Our owners invest 20 million Swiss francs. And here you already see the new mock-up. So actually we will have new terraces with the view directly to the lake. Everything will be out of glass. So this is quite a nice option. And At the moment, we still have 16 rooms which stay open during that time, but definitely the 5-star service or the leading standard will be back on the 16th of April when we reopen again. Last but not least, I would still want to talk about the culinary offer we have in general. So our USP is being the only hotel in Ascona directly on the lake, with 4 restaurants on the lake, with 4 terraces on the lake, and one of them, again, a 2 Michelin star restaurant, and then 3 different Italian restaurants, which are really, really amazing. And also here we have an amazing spa. Unfortunately, this year we're closing down in winter time, so the spa is closed this year in winter. Normally the hotel is open 365 days a year, and certainly the spa is always open. There we have 2,000 square meters of spa on 2 different floors. And also here we have a kids club. And we're actually also very famous to arrange weddings and destination weddings or private events on this property. And that's already it about the whole Tschuggen collection.
Good job, Ryan.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our Q&A. So guys, if you have any questions about anything, Ryan is your go-to person. So feel free to ask away. Ryan, we do have a couple of questions in the Q&A, so let's go ahead and get started. And one of the questions is, what is the elevation of Arosa and what are the dates for ski season?
Yes, the elevation is 1,600 meters above sea level. So this is the same elevation as you have in Breckenridge, for example. So we're quite high up. It's actually Arosa and St. Moritz are actually the 2 ski resorts which are the highest up. So we're quite snow secure. And the dates for skiing is starting at the 28th of November until the end of March. So 26th of March, it's already closed. Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And then which property has the longest ski season? Or is
The
it the
longest
2
ski
areas?
season is definitely Narosa of the properties. So definitely the Tschuggen Hotel. This would be the longest one, yes, until the end of March. Yes.
Perfect. Are ski passes available for partial weeks, like a Wednesday through Sunday?
Yes, they're available. So you can also just book 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, 4 days, each separate. And there's even a flexible pass. So it's like 7 out of 5. So you could book, you can go 5 times in a whole week. And ski passes are quite affordable compared to the US at the moment. So for example, in St. Moritz, if you stay with us more than 2 nights, it's only $50 for a ski day. In Arosa, it's a little bit higher. At the moment, it's at $74 a day. But you can see it's still quite affordable compared to other ski resorts in the US at the moment.
Very different pricing compared to
Yes.
US. Yes. Perfect. And then Gwen was curious again about how many rooms are in Eden Rock.
Yes, there's 95 rooms in the Eden Rock. There will also stay the same amount of rooms. What's maybe important to mention, 70% of the rooms are suites. So the biggest part is suites, actually.
Perfect. And then Rebecca has clients interested in a late spring summer visit to Switzerland with lake and mountain views, spa, not much hiking or physical activity. Sounds like my kind of vacation.
Yes.
She's wondering if Eden Rock would be the best option for seven days.
Yes, so Eden Rock is open until the end of September, so this would definitely work. It's also easy to combine with Lake Como, as I mentioned, so maybe 3 nights in Como, 3 nights at the Eden Rock. If you want to spend a whole week, there's definitely enough to do in Ascona. Also, you can combine it also with boat tours. There's a small island, it's called the island of Brissago, you can visit. Then you can also go up to the mountains. So actually, even if Ascona is the lowest place of altitude in Switzerland, there's still mountains around. So in only 45 minutes, you're already up on the mountains. So for example, Mountain Carcada, it's called. You can go up there you can do a wine tour. You can also do a nice hike. And what is really nice about Switzerland, if you go to the mountains, you will always find very nice restaurants also on the mountain. So you can combine it with a nice hike, nice drink, and come back. And otherwise, there's also shopping to do. So it's quite a nice destination.
Perfect. And I think I saw one more question in the chat. Yep. So question about paying for dining experiences. Do you have to do it at the end of your stay or each time you go to any of the partner hotel restaurants? So I guess the question would be like if you dine even at like Valsana and are
Yes.
staying at Tschuggen or okay.
Yes, so there's the option to book the dine around. So normally you book it for the whole week, and then every night you can choose where you dine, and then you pay it just at the end of it. So then it's everything cumulated. If you don't book the dine around package and you still want to go to the other restaurants, which is also possible, then you would need to pay separate. So that's the only difference. What is really nice about the dine around option is that it's quite an affordable price. So it's $70 per person per night. And actually you always have a 4-course dinner there with a fixed menu. You can still add other things, which would then be chargeable. But it's quite a good pricing actually.
Perfect. A question about the events in front of the Carlton Hotel. Does the client staying at the Carlton get complimentary access to those events?
No, not complimentary access. You can actually watch them directly from the terrace if you want. Certainly, you can also just walk down to the event. But maybe to explain, if you have the snow polo or the horse race, there's a small tent village in the middle of the lake, and there you need to get some parts are even not accessible for anyone except the athletes, and then there's other parts where there are food stands. They are for free, so everyone can go there. And then there's another section where you would need to buy a ticket, and there you will also have a little bit the option to talk to quite a few stars, I would say.
Lots of options.
Yes.
Perfect. Well done, Ryan. We love your property
Thank you
so
very
much. It's such a great destination, one that the US market, is penetrating more and more every year.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being a wealth of knowledge, and thanks to our travel advisor friends for joining.
Yes. Thank you very
We'll
much.
follow up, so no worries. You'll be able to ask Ryan any further questions. As I will give him your contact email so that you guys can be in touch directly. And then he'll follow up, of course, with the sales presentation. So you have all of that information handy to go ahead and send over to your clients too. So thank you again, Ryan.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for joining. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Okay. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.